Welcome in, everybody. How is everybody's evening going? Are you all okay? It's obviously, well, with no transfers to talk about, it's a bit of a different feeling as a Derby County fan. There's a lot going off in terms of squad rotation, and you obviously look at things that are going on in regards to John Eustace and the players coming back and things like that, and it is going to be very, very interesting to discuss. Welcome in, Richard. Hope you're okay, mate. Welcome in, Beza. How are you doing, my friend? How is everybody doing this evening? Obviously, a big evening as Derby County fans. Yeah, we are a bit early. Appreciate the follow, Singer. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, we're a bit early. 5 to 6 instead of 6 o'clock. I was just sitting here waiting, so I thought I might as well just hop on a little bit early. Obviously, it's an interesting situation Derby County have facing themselves heading into West Brom at the weekend. Yes, it definitely is a tough game, 100% this weekend against West Brom, although we do seem to be a little bit of a bogey side in terms of West Brom over the course of recent years, let's put it that way. I think I was looking earlier, and those of you who have jumped in and watched my preview already will know that Derby County's head-to-head record against West Brom is unreal. I think it's 7 wins to 2 against West Brom, which is absolutely outrageous for Derby. And obviously, fingers crossed, we can get 3 points on the board this weekend, obviously, with players like Ben Diaz. You look at Patrick Adjimang back fit and available. You've got Sondre Langas and Owen Beck just a few weeks away, if that, really. And then you've got the likes of Corey Blackett-Taylor, who's sort of edging his way closer to fitness. Now, I have taken a listen to John Eustace's pre-match press conference. Obviously, there's a lot to take in from that press conference for me. We've only lost to West Brom once in 7 years. Yeah, it's absolutely outrageous. Even when we was in League One under Liam Rosenior, we was able to pick up a result. Even under Paul Warne, we picked up, I think it was a 2-1 victory up against West Brom, which is absolutely massive. Welcome in, Paul. Hope you're okay. Welcome in, Dan. Welcome in, Kieran. Hope you are all okay. Hope everyone is having a good evening. We're just going to be here to talk for an hour about the likes of Derby County, and realistically, I'll talk about anything. I'm not really fussed. Just obviously let me know what you want to discuss. And obviously, you've got so much going on in the world of football at the moment, and the world in general, to be completely honest. It's a difficult sort of world we're living in right now, isn't it? 3-1 Derby win. Fingers crossed, Paul. Fingers crossed. Baggies to win 3-0, says Robbie. That it could happen. It could happen. Baggies are a very, very good side. John Eustace has never lost to West Brom in his career as a player or a manager, says Richard. And do you know something? If anybody's going to break that record at any point, it's going to be with him being Derby County manager. Now, hopefully that isn't the case. Hopefully Derby County obviously go on to take 3 points, but we will wait and see. I think West Brom not having Tom Fellows, Derby win 1-0. We will wait and see. We will wait and see. Mate, Derby are going to get slapped. We will see. We will see. I know West Brom have had a fairly decent start to the season as well. Welcome back, Moles. Hope you are okay. Derby love to break records. They absolutely do. It's also WBA's 125th year anniversary at the Hawthorns, so a special occasion. It definitely is. You think Derby should sign Malcolm? If you're on about Malcolm Ebiowei, no, I think that time has passed, if I'm completely honest. Lewis, do you have any idea if any of the injuries are back? Yes. Patrick Adjimang is back within the squad and should be available for Saturday. Selverson is back. You've got Langas and Owen Beck. They'll be back within the next week or so. One would imagine they're back in training now. And then Corey Blackett-Taylor and Charles Abuka are just a week or so away. 1-1, definitely. We beat your record from the Prem. We love a Prem record, we do. Do you have any idea about injuries? Just went through that. Welcome in, Jacob. Hope you're okay. Have you seen what's happening in Asia? No, I haven't actually, Paul. I was absolutely terrified by what was going off in America last night, and the video that was circulating social media. It was an absolute disgrace, and the way that people have been treating that situation is disgusting as well. Appreciate the follow, Dan. Welcome in. Welcome back, Oscar. How are you, mate? We're all good over here. Once we've got our injuries back, we'll get some wins on the board. I completely agree. Score prediction. Appreciate the follow as well, Robbie. I think 2-1 Derby, to be completely honest with you. 2-1 West Brom, says Finley. Appreciate the follow, George. Welcome in. What time will you be live on Saturday morning? Probably around 10 a.m, Richard. Probably around 10 a.m. I'll be live around 10, go off about 11, and then be back on about 2 p.m. Appreciate all the coins coming in from you there, Millie. Welcome in, welcome in. 2-1 Rams on Saturday. Fingers crossed, Jacob. Fingers crossed. I'm good, thanks, mate. Yourself? All good on this end. Think it's the Kathmandu riots. Well, whatever's going on in the world, it needs to change, doesn't it? The world's an absolute disgrace at the minute. Did you see what happened with Ebioi and Blackpool released after only a month? Unbelievable. Not sure what's gone on. There is rumours circulating that it's something to do with failing a drug test. However, I'm not going to sort of put myself in the forefront and act like I know that for a fact. Obviously, it's only what has been rumoured at the moment. And I think you look at Malcolm Ebioi, and that is an absolute waste of a career. Let's not lie. Absolute waste of a career, because he was outrageous for us during that administration season, and there was every opportunity that he could have gone on to great things. And I genuinely thought towards the end of that season, I thought if he'd have stayed with us, spent a season with us in League One, I thought he definitely could have moved to bigger and better things, really. What happened? What do you mean, Taylor? Are you on about in America or like in life in general? Who you got scoring Saturday? Obviously Carlton Morris, and then you probably, I think, Brewster will pick up another one. Welcome in, Josh. Hope you're okay, mate. Hope you are doing all right. That's why I think West Brom might beat us, as it's their 125th anniversary. Think it will be a draw, Morris to score. Yeah, definitely. Like, Carlton Morris has been unbelievable for Derby so far. He's been so good. I hope you win 10-0. Fingers crossed, Lucky. Up the baggies. We will see, Roman. We will see. Government buildings burnt to the ground. Jesus Christ. It's a Derby stream, so Derby we can talk about anything on here. I know it says Derby County live chat. I really need to find a different sort of like title for the streams and stuff like that, to be honest. So that anybody will jump in, to be fair, because at the moment, sort of just limited to Derby fans. But hey ho, random question, but favourite childhood TV show? When I was like really little, I loved like Lazy Town and stuff like that. What else? Rory the Racing Car. If anybody remembers Rory the Racing Car, what a show that was. Would be typical to beat WBA on a big day though, like Wembley. Yeah, 100%. Stephen Pearson coming out of the woodwork. Do you think Adjumang will play? I definitely think he'll be involved. Welcome in, DBZ. Hope you're okay, mate. I just think even if we're bad, we won't lose. Do you know something? It could... Like, we're in that sort of position where we're playing decent football or have played decent football and not really got the results. So there's definitely a situation where Derby could play poorly and end up picking up 3 points. But we will wait and see. Paulie saying hello to you, Richard, and to you, Beza. So I hope you are all okay. Do you think Carlton Morris could genuinely score 46 in 46 this season? No, obviously not. But it would be nice to have a striker that is that clinical and things like that. But obviously, that is highly unlikely. I don't think anybody in the Championship has scored 40 goals in a season. I know Mitrovic had his outrageous year, including cup competitions and stuff. But I don't think anybody will ever get close to 1 in 1, to be completely honest. Is Diaz injured? Diaz is not injured, but he only returned from the international break this morning. I believe he trained this afternoon, but whether I doubt he'll start on Saturday, but I certainly think he'll be involved. Do you think Morris could get top league goal scorer? Yes, absolutely. If he continues on the vein of form that he's been going on, he's already on 4. I don't know who's above him. Is there anyone above him in the Championship top scorer charts at the moment? He's got to be sort of near that top end. There's not going to be many players that have scored 4 already. So in terms of the top goal scorer charts, Carlton Morris is currently sitting 4th with 4, level with Hadji Wright and Victor Torp, only Josh Sargent ahead. So there is definitely that opportunity where he could be top goal scorer. I feel like we should start picking up some more points now. I certainly believe that will be the case, to be honest with you, mate. Absolutely. Any free agents joining? I doubt it, given our registration situation. Bobby Clark, Enjoyer. You're going to the game, are you, Max Johnson Lover? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good afternoon. Do you think Lampard will leave Coventry? Definitely a possibility. I think West Ham is a potential move. Possible for Langas and Owen Bet to start. I don't expect it, to be honest. I think you need to change stream title. There's only 11 in right now, so you could just make it like a generic thing. What should I call it? Let's have a chat. I've changed the stream title, Richard. I've changed the stream title. Is Langas in training? Yes, he is. I can't wait. I think it'll be our first 3 points IMO with people returning. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Do you reckon any free agents we'll get? I don't, to be honest. Lewis, off Derby for a minute. Will you be checking in on what's happening in London, Smoz? Isn't there a protest of some sort? To be honest with you, I try and keep myself away from politics and stuff like that because I feel like, to be honest with you, I don't really know enough to understand it, if that makes sense. And if I'm completely honest, I think every side's as bad as each other, if that makes sense. So I try and stay out of the politics and things like that. I believe everyone has a right to an opinion, and it's just leave it at that, really. Appreciate that, Richard. Yeah, we'll leave it on. Let's have a chat. I need to think of more sort of like generic titles to get more people in, but it's one of those things, isn't it? Obviously, in terms of transfers and stuff, it's always going to get more interest than it is when I'm just sitting here having a chat at the moment. So we will wait and see. Have to be honest, can't believe Sellers hasn't been sacked yet. I think he's probably got until the next international break. If you don't pick it up, he's probably 100% gone. How long do you think Langas will be before fully fit? I think Langas will be back starting within the next 2 weeks. Wouldn't surprise me if he started against Preston, if I'm completely honest. I think Preston would be probably the best one for him to sort of get in for, because obviously it's a home game and stuff like that. No worries, Paul. No worries, Paul. I'm happy to talk about anything, really, but I do try and sort of keep myself out of the sort of politics discussions and stuff like that, because I find it hard to really give an opinion, if that makes sense. Welcome in, Rui. Hope you are okay. I'm back, Lewis, and I hit 100 subs. Congratulations, Beza, on that journey to 1K, on that journey to monetization. It just takes consistency. You'll get there, mate. You'll get there. Is CBT fit now? Not yet. I think he's about a couple of weeks away. I think it was a 6-week injury, so I think it'll be towards the back end of this month, if I'm completely honest with you. Looking forward to FC 26? Yes, I am. I can't wait to get my hands on it, to be honest. And they've just released a big sort of like, they've just released a, what's it called? Feature breakdown for the new Football Manager game as well, which looked really, really good. So can't wait to get my hands on that as well. Lewis, random question. What was your favourite school subject? Well, obviously, sport being the main one. Sport was 100% like the best that I could do. In terms of other lessons, I really enjoyed maths. And what else did I enjoy at school? Maths, PE, that's about it, really. It was very... I didn't really enjoy school, let's put it that way. No worries, Bez. I hope you're okay. Who do you think right now is our best asset? In terms of value, it will be Max Johnston, but in terms of today, Sondre Langas, 100%. 100%. Do we know ratings for FC26 Derby? I'm not entirely sure. Imagine Clark, Langas, Beck, Johnston at the back. Yeah, it's going to be unbelievable, Holly. Is FC26 on PS4? I believe it should be. I haven't seen anything to say it isn't. I know that you've mentioned before the charity game against St Martin's School, the school I go to before. How did you do? And can you remember who played for St Martin's? So for St Martin's, we had there was a big guy, big bold guy, Ben Gibson played. I think his name's Ben Gibson. To be honest with you, I don't think all of them were teachers. I'm not gonna lie. I need to find the program thing that I've got hanging around somewhere so that I can let you know everyone who played. Carter Morris can bag 20 this season, 100%. Welcome in, George. Yeah, I'm all good, mate. How are you? Who do you think was the best signing? I think at the moment you have to say Carlton Morris, but in terms of over the course of the next few months, I think it'll probably change to like a Ryan Brewster or a Bobby Clark, to be completely honest with you. I think once they're fully fit and firing, they'll 100%, they'll easily become fan favourites. I think Bobby Clark has shades of Mason Mount, which everybody loved Mason Mount at Derby County. You look at someone like Ryan Brewster, I think he gives you everything that Derby County have missed in terms of a forward and having those attacking options in that forward line. But it's one of those which is going to be very, very interesting to see sort of how the season progresses. Do you think Hadjiman will be ready to start against Preston? Yeah, I think he'll be ready to start, but I don't think he will. Langas is back in training with Beck today on DCFC Insta. Yes, that has been confirmed by John Eustace as well. So it'll be interesting. Ryan would be the big bold guy. He's my PE teacher. Did Ben? I think they did. Yes, I think they did. Yeah, St Martin's is in Elviston, Paul. Definitely. Up the baggies. We will see, Owen. We will see. Do you think Derby could be the Championship dark horse? 100%. I think we are the dark horse because we've had a rough start, and I think that opens the door for those conversations of dark horses and coming from nowhere. And there's always a team that finds form during the season and finds themselves somehow in the playoffs. It was Coventry last year, Bristol City last year. You had Aston Villa the year we went to Wembley. Like, there's definitely an opportunity for us. By coincidence, maths was my favourite subject until I did A-levels. English and history came next. I had zero pace, strength, nor coordination to do anything in PE. Fair. Lewis, I know a bit of a personal question, but what schools did you go to? No pressure to answer. So in terms of schools, I went to Noel Baker and Landau at secondary. I split halfway through because of personal situations. Unbeaten versus winless. We will see, Dylan. We will see. West Brom don't know how to beat Derby. They haven't beaten Derby in donkey's years. Do you think? Do you think Derby could have a late surge into play? I definitely think it's a possibility if we can get form going. Do you think we should buy Ozo at the end of the season if we can get a good price? For a good price, and if he can stay fit, 100%, I'd go and pick him up. Rather not play you lot again, proper bogey team. 100%, Luke. We just have a way to beat you, a way to cause problems for West Brom. I don't know where it comes from. But we find a way to do it. Yeah, also if Lampard leaves Coventry, that'll make it more open. 100%. I think if Lampard stays at Coventry, I think they go up. If I'm completely honest, I think they've got quality in that squad that other teams don't quite have at this point. But we'll obviously wait and see. Would you like to draw Forest in the FA Cup? I'd love to play Forest. It's always a good game. I just think at the moment we'd probably get battered, so I'd rather not, if that makes sense. Who do you think we will buy out of the loans at the moment? If we go up, I think we could get Bobby Clark, and I think we could get Ozo. But realistically, I think if we don't go up, I don't think we'll get any of them. The thing is, though, Lampard isn't very good at the playoffs. Coventry would have to get autos, I think. Yeah, they would. They would. It would be difficult for Coventry, but I think they've definitely got the quality in order to do that. Welcome in, Patrick. Hope you're okay, mate. Hope you're okay. Noel Baker is next to St. Martin. St. Martin's where I go. Yes, it is. It is. Lewis, you said last night that your flight got delayed. So how did you cope with your autism? So, to be honest, we were already on the plane when it got delayed. So, to be fair, it wasn't really that bad because I was already sort of situated. I just chucked a film on the screen. And just sort of went like that, to be honest. But yeah, it was a difficult one. But it's one of those things, isn't it? There's nothing I can control about it, which is what makes it difficult in a sense. Coventry will drop off second half of the season. Could definitely be a possibility. I went Bolton Infants, Juniors, then Noel Baker many moons ago. Fair. We sometimes use Noel Baker Sports Hall and gym for PE and stuff like that. We also use their main hall for prize presentations. Decent, love that. Lampard is a shocking manager, he's just got a good side. I think you could say that about a lot of managers though, to be honest. Up the Rams, 100% Morgan, West Brom 1, Derby 3, we can hope. What do you think the proposed 6 teams in the playoffs instead of 4? I actually really like the idea, if I'm honest, Holly. Did you have a good holiday? Absolutely. Molly, I still need to know who you are. I have no idea who you are. I can't lie to you. Who is not back from injury now? So Beck and Langas won't be involved at the weekend. Blackett, Taylor and Abuka are the other two that still aren't back yet. But we're in a decent position. Hope everyone is well and Lewis had a good break. Absolutely. Had a great break, Dom. Obviously, we're back now on the daily grind. 2 videos a day, live streams and all that jazz. So make sure you do get yourself involved. You were friends with Simo and stuff, weren't you? Yes, I was. If it was 6 instead of 4, I think we'd have a better chance of going up. Yeah, because wouldn't it go down to 8th then? I am going on Saturday. Hope to see Ajimang and Brereton Diaz. I think Brereton Diaz, I think they'll both be on the bench, to be honest. Mate. Who were you friends with, Molly? Because I have no idea who you are. Think we'll finally get 3 points? Hope so. I know what you meant. All good. Don't know why I put. Do you know something? It happens when you're trying to tag someone. I often tag myself in things all the time. This weekend's game is going to be like insanely difficult, isn't it? When you think about it, you look at West Brom. They're a good side. I know in the cup. So I'm guessing that Molly you're on about went to Norbert. Yes, she went to Norbert. Oh, went to cello, but had friends at your school. Emma, Danica, Emily played footy with them. Oh, fair enough. So you know who I am, but I don't know who you are. This always throws me off when people know who I am and they're in my stream. Going on my 50th stadium tour just before. Decent. Imagine against Preston, we have Langas, Ajimang, Morris, Brewster, Clark, Johnson. That's some team. Yeah, it definitely is. I'm assuming by Danica you mean Denisa. I'm assuming. If you played football, which means you probably knew, who else was in that group, like Megan Lloyd and stuff like that. Apparently Diaz had a howler for Chile. Yeah, a little bit of a howler, yeah. I think I know who you are. I think. Yeah, Diaz did have a little bit of a stinker. Missed a couple of really good opportunities. But I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out, to be quite honest. Chile are washed when it comes to international football. They won 15 and 16 Copa America, but finished last in their World Cup qualifying group. Yeah, Chile's a weird nation, to be honest with you. They seem really good at one point and then terrible at others, and I don't get it. I don't necessarily think Brereton Diaz makes them any better, to be completely honest. Don't get me wrong, I think he's got quality. Do I think he's an international level player? Maybe not. But obviously, we'll have to wait and see how he gets on for us this season, because if he goes and scores 10 goals this season, we'll be in a brilliant position, won't we? So, That's sort of my hope. Can we get some goals in the team? Their fans in our comments are a weird bunch. I am assuming you're about Forest fans. They're all over the place. Forest fans love me, absolutely adore me, because their club is tiny. Last name is Clark. Right, do I know you? I don't know if I know you. I think I know of you. Do you know, like, Simo? I do. Right, do you know Simo then? Like, properly? Because I feel like... I don't... Got to give Diaz a chance for sure. Judge him in a Derby shirt. 100%. 100%. Until we see him in a Derby shirt, like, we're sort of... went out of him... I think I know exactly who you are. He's had so much hate, which could just work for us. Yeah, I think Diaz will be fine, to be honest. I think I know exactly who you are. I'm not going to pull a picture up of you on stream, but I think I know who you are. Lewis, you say Brereton Diaz, not Brereton Diaz. Brereton Diaz. There we go. Get there in the end. Don't you dare. I'd have to find one first, and I don't know if I could find one. I'm not going to try, I promise. It's like Ajimang had hate in the Gold Cup, but I'm really looking forward to seeing him. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I can't wait to see Ajimang finally get an opportunity. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a player that obviously has quality, sort of thing. Like I said last night, even my non-league team, Hina Town, are better than Forest. They 100% are. You just can't deny it, can you? You cannot deny it. I went to school in Hina for 5 minutes. Also went to school in Spondon, Oakwood and Duffield. Fair enough. Alright, pal, always miss the stream because of work. It's nice to finally get on one. Massive fan of what you do. Appreciate that, mate. Appreciate that. You're always welcome to stop by any time. We're live on Saturday. Live on Saturday, 10 a.m. and then 2 p.m. In order to watch Derby County versus West Brom. It's going to be a tough game. Which tier is Hina Town in? Ooh, that's a good question. That is a great question. What division do Hina Town play in? Hina Town division. Hina 8. Hina Town matches. They play in the... Would help if they told me, right? It says they don't have a game. Excellent. First team. Poor ones MK Dons lost 3-2 at home to Grimsby at this weekend. 3-0 down at home. Did Kane Wilson play, Richard? Did Kane Wilson play? They're in the GCE Hirefleet United Counties Football League Premier Division North. What a name. Prediction, Derby 5, West Brom 2. Go for it. I'd love it. I would love it if we beat them. Oh, also hilarious, the Tin Pot Forest fans invading the stream. Imagine being such a Tin Pot club that you do a pitch invasion to avoid relegation. Will Edgemang be back for West Brom? Yes. I think Eustace confirmed today that he will be in the squad. I think it's tier 5. Fuck knows what tier it is, to be honest. They're just absolutely massive, aren't they, Hina Town? Absolutely massive. Up the Albion, we will see, Riley. You know that you're going to lose. You do know you're going to lose. Like, if any Albion fan comes in here today and thinks that Albion are winning, they've got a huge problem. Appreciate the follow, Joe. Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. In the Premier League, but we still live rent-free in the heads. Absolutely. Hina Town are in the Hirefleet Counties League. That is crazy. Hina in the National League. No, they're not in the National League. Yeah, we ain't won against you in ages. Yeah, I think it's something like 7 or 8 years. Yeah, Wilson played, I think, 64 minutes. Mendes Lang was away with Guatemala. Fair. Oh, so he's got back to his international roots then. Honest thoughts are 2-1 Albion or 1-1 draw. Fair. West Brom win 3-2. We will wait and see. Appreciate the follow, Riley. Hope you're okay, mate. I'm a West Brom fan, but live near Derby, so I reckon we'll be all over you and you'll win 1-0. Do you know what? I'd absolutely take it. Absolutely take it. It's absolute. Mendes was away but didn't play. Fair. Do you know something? We need a victory and we need one badly. Like, it's been so weird. We've won what, one game since pre-season, which is absolutely terrible in fairness. But we've been playing fairly okay, and everybody's sort of been looking at it with the injuries and stuff and been okay. It says on Google that Hina are in step 5, which would be National League, but that's completely wrong. Have a feeling they're in the 4th tier. Isn't steps different? Isn't like step 1 like Pro, step 2 National League, step 3 one below? So it might be. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure on how the steps work, to be honest. The pyramid in England is ridiculous. And the thing is, it's controversial how it works as well, let's not lie. My Chinese has arrived. What? I didn't even know I'd ordered a Chinese. Have I ordered a Chinese? What Chinese have I got, Laura? What Chinese have I got? You're going on Saturday? Unfortunately not, but I'll be doing a live stream over here. The England pyramid is confusing. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. Used to go Hina Town matches quite regularly as my mate's brother is the kit man, but he doesn't go anymore. Do you know something, right? When I was at my college where I played football, I used to go to loads of different like non-league grounds because you ordered it 3-in-1 box and salt and pepper chicken. Fair fucks. I'll come in and eat it in a minute. But yeah, I used to go to loads of different non-league grounds because that's where they used to play and stuff like that. Will Adji be on the bench? I think so, yeah. Do you think it should be 3 up from the National League? Something like that. Higher Pearl, we're waiting for Hegamo to come to life. Good luck for Saturday. Fingers crossed, Paul. Fingers crossed. Do Hina Town get many go? I assume it's not too bad, if I'm honest. Final score, West Brom 1, Derby County 3. We can hope. We can hope. Paul says, hi, Richard. How are you getting the Chinese? Are you popping over then eating it on stream, or is your girlfriend coming to bring it over? I imagine I'll probably go off and eat, if I'm honest. I didn't even realise I was going to be eating a Chinese this early, to be fair. I did say that I was streaming, but I can always jump off and come back on a little bit later. I go West Brom, home and away, rarely miss. I go 99% of home games, 75% of away games. Fair enough, fair enough. It's always... going to football, it just is the best thing in the world, isn't it? On a Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock kickoff. What do you reckon, Saturday? I've said 2-1 Derby for a while. I have. Appreciate the follow, Elves. Welcome in, mate. Welcome in. But yeah. Well, considering that my food's here, I'm going to go and... Yeah, my granddad played... What's your granddad's name, Joe? Hina get about 200 to 400 fans. The lads behind the goal with the drummer, dead loud. Love that. Question, would you rather have a team full of Caden Jackson playing every position with the chance of winning, or would you rather take 3 draws in the league? 3 draws in the league. We've not won a league game since the 26th of April. Yeah, that's crazy. Jeff Astle, decent. Score prediction Saturday, I've said 2-1. How long until CBT is back? About 2 weeks, I think. Mad to think Mendes Lang might go to the World Cup, but Diaz and Johnston might not. Yeah, I guess that's part and parcel of playing for better nations, though. They've made it so it's easier for those lower nations to actually get in. But we will wait and see sort of how it progresses. But, right, I am going to jump off. Keep an eye on the socials. I might jump back on a little bit later on to discuss a little bit more Derby County and stuff like that. So I'm going to jump off. I'm going to eat. And then I'll probably be back later or tomorrow. So keep an eye on the socials and I'll see you in a bit. Thank you all for stopping by. It's been a decent half an hour. But I'll catch you later on. Score prediction, 2-1. You have a good one too, Mo. Hope you're okay. Bye-bye, everyone. Speak to you later. End it over there on TikTok. I'm not sure if I'm coming back on, Richard, but I will... if you keep an eye on like the subscription part on your YouTube page, I'll pop up at some point if I do, whether it be a post or something like that. But yeah, appreciate you all stopping by. Appreciate talking to you all. I'll catch you again later. If you haven't done so already, hit like, hit subscribe, check out all the links down in the description, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye, guys.